So as you can see, I started it pretty nice day. You know, it was a little bit cold and whatnot, but I was going to be doing some work on the side by side. So I was going to set some stuff up to be able to replace the fuse because it was going to be a straightforward job. I thought I looked it up online and it was going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. That is not what ended up happening, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it turned into quite the situation, and because of which I worked on it, tore a seat out, put a seat back, tore another seat out, put it back. Yeah, did quite a bit of work, and that's where I stopped recording because it turned into some mess. So, as you may have seen, it it got it started getting worse from there. I'll just put it like that. I don't want to say it got horrible, but it got worse from there. Um, I ended up being able to replace the fuse, but in the process, I broke the screen of my GoPro, cracked it pretty good. Um, yeah, I'm not too upset about that because I don't much care for the GoPro, but still, it cost me a good amount of money and I didn't want to break it. And I broke it. So, yeah. Um, and then I ended up, as I said, replacing the screw or replacing the fuse. It just took a significant chunk of time to do it. And that's all good because I learned a few things. One, I need to replace some rubber grommets that hold the fuse door in place, and the fuse door is behind the seat, and it is not a pleasure to replace a fuse on a Kawasaki KRX 1000. Just a heads up. So if you are about to experience that, know that it is not a pleasurable experience, and you kind of gotta. I don't know. I forced that door open because two of the screws wouldn't come out, so I had to kind of flip it up and open. I was able to get to the fuses, see them, read them, and tell which one was blown. It was the accessories fuse. It's when I thought I blew because it was the heater and all the lights, the light bars anyway. All the light bars and the heaters would turn on at once and the fuse blew. So, all that being said, I still learned where it was and how to get to it. I learned some about the seats. I learned something about the GoPro. So I don't want to say it was a waste or anything like that. I learned and I grew from it and kept a pretty good attitude, even though I was tempted to lose it a couple of occasions. Oh, also, I did strip out a couple of bolts to hold one of the seats in. I stripped the head of them. It's a bolt with a button head on it and a socket inset. And I kind of stripped it out, but I know how to fix that with a rotozip and some patience. So I will do that, but that will be done on another occasion. I did, however, I forgot, I did mess up one of the windows, so I'm going to go out today and do some work on that, hopefully. If not today, I'll get it done first thing tomorrow because it's supposed to warm up into the 40s this weekend. But the window's still in place. It's just isn't zipping right, and I can just pry the zipper open, put it back on the track. I talked to my wife about it, and then zip it back up. So anyway, that was my project. Hopefully, you know, if anybody watches this, they heed my warning on that those fuse replacements on the KRX 1000. They don't have a lot of room behind that back seat. And then I also mounted a bag on the back seat for tools, emergency supplies, stuff like that. And that got in the way. Turned out to be quite a bit of a mess. I do also have to go out there and clean that thing up pretty good because we had some windstorms in fall and some dust and leaves blew in there. So anyhow, hopefully you guys are having a great day. My fun fact for the day that they believe, I guess believe, or it's a fact, I guess, that there are more trees on the planet Earth than there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy, which is unreal. The mind-blowing fact is the scientists estimate there are approximately 100 to 400 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy, but there are 3 trillion trees on the planet Earth. and nearly 8 times the amount of trees there are stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Huh. Kind of odd. Kind of cool. That's a lot of trees. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Once again, think for yourself. Take care of others. Much love. And I will talk to you later.